I have a really bad track record for people hating me for no reason. Well, there's reasons, but I mean, we're in 2024. Get over it.
¿Cómo estás, pinche pendeja? Vete a la verga, pinche pendeja, mamá verga, pinche pendeja. ¿Cómo estás, pinche pendeja? Vete a la verga, pinche pendeja, mamá verga, pinche pendeja. ¿Cómo estás, pinche pendeja? Vete a la verga, pinche pendeja, mamá verga, pinche pendeja. Ea, ea, ea. Do you want to win a BBL? Si la respuesta es sí, stick around to the end of the video porque sé que te va a gustar la noticia. Hola familia metiche, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my motherfucking canal. Espero que se la estén pasando rete bien porque si no ya saben que aquí estoy yo para entretenerlas. Hoy como pueden ver amigas les traigo otro pinche motherfucking vlog y en el vlog de hoy amigas me las voy a traer conmigo a todo el puto desmadre que les tengo preparado para el día de hoy. Pues en verdad si estoy bien honesto con ustedes amigas, desmadre no va a haber, pero mucha información sí lo va a haber. So let me go ahead and explain to you guys lo que vamos a hacer hoy. If you guys have not caught the fuck up, en el mes de enero my boyfriend got his long awaited nose surgery you guys, y obviamente esta surgery le ha cambiado la vida, but we have yet to gone back with his doctor to kind of like have like a follow-up. So eso es lo que vamos a hacer hoy you guys. I went ahead and asked you guys on my Instagram to leave me any preguntas que ustedes tienen para el doctor or for Danny. So today cuando lleguemos a las oficinas you guys y después de que hagamos todo como the follow-up and all the things the doctor gotta do, I'm gonna go ahead and tell the doctor if he's down to do a little Q&A with Danny so they can go ahead and answer all the preguntas que ustedes han estado teniendo. I'm so excited to bring you guys along today because I don't know, whenever it comes down to Danny's nose me emociono mucho porque I've seen the transformation like firsthand and it's just crazy to see like lo que es ahora. Like when I look at Danny's nose, it goes so well with his face que se me olvida that like his nose used to be so big. I'm not gonna lie, el otro día you guys me mandó una foto la Ashley, ¿verdad? Like Ashley be sending me like those Snapchat memories all the fucking time, bitch. Y el otro día me mandó una foto del Danny and his nose, bitch, looked huge. And I know like Danny's always talked about his nose being huge in the past, but if I'm being 100% honest you guys, every single time Danny would complain about his nose size, a mí nunca se me hacía así de grande. Like maybe it was because I was blinded by the love I have for him, que para mí yo siempre le decía, no babe, like yeah, your nose isn't like the smallest, isn't like the most perfect, pero grande así como tú dices no está, ¿verdad? Like yo sentía como que su nariz went perfectly with Danny. Like I never felt like his nose was like a big issue, bitch, until he got his surgery and Ashley showed me that picture. I was like,
pinche Alan, pinche mentiroso, cara de baboso, chichis de jamón.
porque en verdad eso es lo que soy, amigas, un mentiroso, porque sí, his nose before was so big, so huge, that it really didn't go with his face. It took him to get his whole surgery for me to like captar eso, amigas. So, I don't know, I'm just super happy because I know Danny's super happy, and even though this has been like a very mental journey because obviamente sí, he's like struggling mentally to adapt, pero sé que está contento. Okay, amigas, we're about to pull into his office. No mames, amigas, teníamos que estar aquí a las 1:30 y ya son las 2:11. I literally had to text el hermano del doctor y le dijimos que pues estábamos running late and he said it was fine, que no nos preocupáramos, pero que llegáramos aquí salvos y sanos. Ya ni les dije, amigas, pero miren quién está aquí. Ashley debería estar trabajando ahorita, you guys, but she got a day off. Diles por qué, amiga, ¿dónde vas a ir este fin de semana?
I'm going to Beyond Wonderland this weekend and I'm getting everything ready for this weekend.
She wasn't even supposed to come with us. We called her this morning because we had forgotten that she didn't go to work, and we called her and nos contestó like she was literally, baby, can't even do this. Call the cops.
Mind your business.
Me. When we called her in the morning, she was literally home and we told her que si quería venir con nosotros y que luego después de eso la llevamos a la tienda so she can get everything she needs for this weekend. Y dijo que sí, y pues aquí andamos todo el grupito, amigas. Danny, how are you feeling?
Good. I don't know why Alan was asking me earlier if I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm nervous about.
Because this is like your official follow-up visit.
But like, I feel like every day has been my follow-up. Dude, I can't park anywhere. Wait, what does that say?
I think all of this is reserved for parking.
Oh
But didn't the doctor say reserve is fine last time?
Did he?
I think so.
Oh, I think so.
But like, how do you feel though? Like, you're 2 months out from nose surgery. Let us know how you feel. Where's your mind space? How are you loving your results so far?
I just feel like I'm super excited to kind of just like look at me before and after because I haven't like properly taken a before and after because I don't know, my mind just plays mind games with me. So when I have someone like Doctor reassuring me and like taking pictures professionally, I feel like I'm gonna get a little bit more hyped just kind of looking at the results, because he still hasn't sent us the before. I don't know, I'm filled with a lot of emotion, honey.
Ya dolor ya no tienes, right?
Right now the only thing that I feel is kind of like soreness vibes, but my nose is still really hard from up here. I've noticed that my nose is smaller because I can't pick my nose as I used to. Now I have to pick my nose with a Q-tip because it's so tiny.
Ya no te cae el pinche dedote, you guys, porque Dani sí tiene unos dedos bien grandotes. Y como sé, pues ustedes no tienen que saber. No, Danny does have big ass hands. Have you noticed that, Ashley?
Yeah, I know.
Wait, do you have big ass hands?
No, I have.
I think they're high.
Daddy has
Well,
fat
Dad has
ass
my dad's
hands.
hands, and then I have my mom's.
Who? You're like, I'm gonna get my hands done now.
Just kidding.
Okay, yeah. We're over here acting like we're on time. Pero sí, amigas, aquí andamos. Also, let me know if you guys like this new camera I'm filming with. I'm using Danny's camera because el otro día he was showing me one of his vlogs que obviamente grabó con esta cámara. And I fucking loved it because his camera literally follows him. Look. This is like my camera following me and like stabilizing it. Let me know if you guys like this camera quality or if you guys like this camera in general, porque si me gusta a mí, si les gusta a ustedes, pues voy a agarrarme una para mí and retire my other one, because this one's more convenient because it's smaller and just me caben de amigas, me lo meto por las nalgas y sas. Andamos at Modern Plastic Surgery. You would want to get your tits done?
Just like lift them up.
Thank you.
The last time that I sat here, I looked like Yoshi. Like, I took off all my cast and everything. I was still super swollen. Like, you could see kind of like the blood. Dude, like, this part was all the way up to here, like to my cheeks. Like, it was a disaster.
He was really swollen, you guys, because keep in mind he had his cast on for a week. So what that cast was doing was it was kind of sitting up here. So toda la sangre y pues toda la pressure was going down to his tip. So a week after his nose surgery, his tip looks so big, you guys, even bigger than it was before. Pero obviamente ya con tiempo and with healing ya se le mira mejor. I want to show you guys a little side profile para que ustedes miren. Como pueden ver, his little hump and lump is gone. Se le mira bien bonita, you guys. It looks really good. Can I touch?
What is it?
What do you think of Danny's results so far?
I think his nose look nice. I don't know why y'all.
Oh, look.
No, looks. I don't know why he thinks like it doesn't look any different or.
People get.
Well, people are low lives.
It's because, you guys, Danny's been getting a lot of comments of like, oh, it looks the same or no miro la diferencia.
I feel like this happens a lot to like people when they get their nose done. Like, you just kind of get into like a face dysmorphia. Like, you don't even know kind of like how you're supposed to look.
Or how you looked before.
Or how you looked before. You just kind of get like that face dysmorphia type of vibe. But as of right now, I feel like I've been very comfortable with my nose, where I'm kind of like, oh, I already know how
your
I look.
nose looks amazing.
Like,
and I feel like what happened to you guys con Danny pasó mucho. Que pues la gente pensó que obviamente se iba a operar la nariz y le iba a quedar chiquita, bien defined como una mujer. Y eso es lo que él no quería from the start. He didn't want like a super like plastic surgery nose, porque obviamente he's a male. Obviamente he has very manly features, and a nose like that obviamente would look fucking weird. So I feel like that's also why a lot of people, and just in general, I feel like a lot of people just like to hate on Danny just to hate on him.
I have a really bad track record for people hating me for no reason. Well, there's reasons, but I mean, we're in 2024. Get over it. I'm a new and improved Danny. This is not Danny. This is Danielle.
I feel like a lot of people, like even from the start, left a lot of mean comments. So I feel like it got into his head for a bit. But I feel like lately he's been really loving it. He's been really obsessed over his nose.
Yeah, you'll catch me just taking pictures of myself randomly.
But it's also because like they say, as time goes, the healing like continues.
So don't even underestimate how it looks now. What if tomorrow it's just like
gone? Hello. It looks amazing, right?
It's looking so good.
It looks so good.
And the swelling's going to come down. There's no more big hump anymore.
No more.
The nose is more refined. The tip is not so broad and
yeah,
bulbous.
it's lifted.
So, I'm going to touch it. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
My hand's a little cold. So. Nothing hurts, right?
No, nothing hurts. It just feels kind of like that soreness vibes.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, it's been really good. Like, I've been
see.
able to wash my face like more properly.
I know I should be asking you, but I'm really critical of myself. So if I ever notice anything, I'm the first to say anything. But I don't see anything.
Yeah, you know what? There was a right after surgery, I felt like there was like this lump like right here, but it was still swelling. So of course,
yeah.
like whatever I felt was, I'm sure
On the
more.
side, you mean?
Like, yeah, on the side, but it went away completely.
So you have a muscle that attaches from your cheek to your nose here.
Uh-huh.
And that muscle that attaches from your cheek to your nose, basically that can get really swollen. Especially
That's what I felt. It was right here. It was a little bit more lifted here than this side.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my god, what's going on? And then I started. I was like, let me just wait because it is probably still swelling, and it was completely all swelling.
And you can see here.
And his swelling has gone down a lot, like a dramatic amount.
For sure.
Especially from like the first week to now.
Here, basically, that muscle attaches from here to here, here to here. And that's what all that initial swelling was. This is now a nice, smooth kind of bridge that you have here. And then also, you can see from light reflex, you have a nice, smooth light reflex. There's no jaggedness, no crookedness in the light, the way the light bounces off your nose. So,
Yeah, I do see that right now.
and then right here, so we're going to press on the tip of the nose, and you can see very strong. Like that tip is not going anywhere. It's not going to drop. It's not going to anything. Now the swelling's down. You can see, like I'm pushing, kind of might even be a little uncomfortable. I'm pushing really firmly. Nothing's moving, right? So that's staying right where it is. And that's all that extra support and cartilage I put in the tip to kind of bring the tip up, narrow it, and also reshape it so that it looks just nicer, kind of flows and fits your face. Now, this looks like the nose you should have been born with, right?
Yeah,
So
literally.
there-
That's what we've been talking a lot about. Like ever since like my swelling has gone down and I've been like letting it out. Like this was the nose that I was born with. Like
That you were supposed to be
that's
born
supposed
with.
to be born with.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know what? The
Doctor
other
had
thing-
just to go in and look for it.
You know, he told me the other day that my nose was broken when I was younger.
I'm pretty sure it was.
No, my nose was broken. Like very traumatic vibes. But like I had a stranger like sock me in the face.
He tells me now. He tells me now that his nose.
But I forgot because like I remember that him just hitting me, but I don't remember anything else.
How old were you?
Maybe like I was in 7th grade.
Oh God.
Yeah, and he was like a man. Like,
But like you didn't go to the hospital or anything?
No, because I didn't have papers at the time, so like we were scared. You know, it was a whole different thing back
This
then.
is not an uncommon story.
Yeah, so like I feel like that was a huge reason why my nose was broken.
For sure.
But this looks like my regular nose.
And I know that ahead of time would have been nice, but it's okay.
Oh, sorry,
Hours later,
I don't remember.
Hours later, it's like over here.
My tip doesn't move at all. That's like my favorite part about it because like how I mentioned earlier was like that the tip always drooped
When you smile, right?
Mhm.
Especially or a lot of animation, because there's a little muscle that goes from the upper lip here, kind of pulls the tip down. Some people have it really extreme. And so during the surgery, I took care of that for you as well. I addressed that muscle so that that's not pulling down on the tip anymore. And with all that extra support we added here, then it's all done.
Someone asked me, what is the process that you as a doctor go through to prepare for nose surgery?
Every nose I do, actually, I plan in advance. So from the time I see the patient, I see them for the consultation, we kind of talk about what their goals are, we go over kind of like what are they looking for, what's within reason and what's achievable. And then at the pre-op visit, we kind of revisit that and finalize it. And we go through that one more time on the day of surgery just to make sure we're completely on exactly the same page. Prior to the actual surgery, I've done the surgery a few times, both in my mind and on paper, because every patient in the operating room that I do a nose on, or really any surgery, but especially noses, I actually have a multi-step plan that I've typed out in sequence for every maneuver that I'm going to do in surgery to get them the result they want. And my staff sees that, and it's taped up on the wall for every patient along with their photos so that we can go through every step, and everyone knows exactly what I'm doing because the plan is literally all laid out there. So I've not only typed out a plan, I've drawn out a plan, and I've done the surgery in my mind a few times before I ever move forward and actually make any cuts on any patient.
One thing that I was super, like, made me feel a lot more comfortable was the fact that he had a plan. And he shared those plans with us.
Prior to doing the
even
surgery.
the surgery itself. Like, he was looking into my nose. And even from the very first time that he saw us, like, he's like, I've already thought about how I'm going to do your surgery. Like, even though I haven't looked completely at your nose, like, I've already thought about it in my mind every single time that you come in. Like, I already know what I'm going to do. And that night he went home and he literally did step-by-step process of how my nose was gonna look, and that just made me feel a lot more confident and like gave me my like I gave him my trust.
I also feel like it helped out because like you went in there and like you got put down knowing that doctor already knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
It wasn't very much like let me open him and then just figure out as I open him. It was like he already had a plan. Next question. Compared to other surgeries, is no surgery painful? And is the aftercare hard?
So I would say compared to other surgeries, no surgery is less painful because it's a limited area. And of course, we use lots of numbing medication for doing the procedure itself. I would say there's some other procedures where you're putting stitches in muscle and things like that. And that oftentimes is a lot harder recovery to go through. But on the pain scale, I would say a nose is certainly not painful. It is a little bit of a tough recovery. Danny can say more about that because there's swelling, there's a little drainage and things like that. And unfortunately, there are some people who don't have a great reaction to anesthesia, and so they end up having a little bit more of a tough time. But usually it's all kind of the first couple days, and after that, it's smooth sailing.
Honestly, my pain level, there was no pain right after surgery. Like, of course, everything is just uncomfortable, but it's surgery. It's going to be uncomfortable regardless. So right when you wake up, you're kind of just like, I don't know where I'm at. And the only reason why I swelled was because I did throw up. And
As soon as we got home.
As soon as I got home, and when I threw up, we actually still have the video where I didn't throw up standing up. I threw up down. So you're right after surgery, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be leaning over or having your body just going like downwards. Like, it's always up. Make sure you always have your head just up.
Is it normal to throw up after surgery?
I wouldn't say it's normal, but it happens to some people, especially if you're very narcotic sensitive. So sometimes the pain medications, which are narcotics, the stronger pain meds, sometimes people have a really strong reaction to it and they can throw up. So sometimes it's not even so much the surgery sometimes, but it's more so the reaction to the medication. That's why all patients get anti-nausea medicine, both by mouth, but also they get a patch behind the ear and they get an extra dose IV before they head out the door from the surgery.
You know, being 2 months out, Danny, do you feel like, you know, obviously you had a rough first couple of days? Because I want to say the first couple 5 days were the only days where I feel like they were rough. Not necessarily rough, but just a little harder. Then after that, it was kind of just like a smooth sailing. Do you feel like now looking back at it, do you feel like, you know, it was only painful because you were living it in that moment?
I feel like it was just more frustration because like it's like you wake up one day and like you're not back to normal, to your old self. Like you have a lot of recovery to do. So it's all just frustration. Like oh, I can't do stuff for myself. I can't get out of bed normally. I have to eat. I have to make sure I'm eating, going to the restroom. Like there's a lot of things that are going on through your mind and you just don't want to make it worse for yourself. So there was no pain whatsoever. I was so comfortable the entire time because I had the best support system and my doctor, every question that I had was answered at the moment when I needed it. So, you know, my surgery recovery was super easy. There was no pain whatsoever. Like I said, it was just uncomfortable, but no surgery is comfortable.
And I do want to add on something, you guys, because we did post, you know, those pictures when Danny got really hinchado and he was really swollen up. Even when Danny was looking like that, he would always say that it's not painful. It was just kind of, you know, his body reacting to, you know, the swelliness, so he was gonna look crazy. But pain no tuvo. So the next question is, how do you feel mentally with having a new nose shape? For the doctor, is it normal to have kind of body dysmorphia after surgery like this?
No, I don't think so. Body dysmorphia is a very specific diagnosis, and it's actually a problem. People use the term body dysmorphia kind of loosely, but it's an actual medical diagnosis, a psychiatric diagnosis, and most people don't have true body dysmorphia. But I think there's a period of time where people, you know, you see these reactions where they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is my new nose. And it's kind of like adjusting to seeing the new you. Because as you can see in Danny and a lot of patients, the nose really transforms the whole face, right? Because now it's not something that's drawing attention to him. Like when you look at Danny, you're not fixating on his nose, other than the fact that we're looking at how good it is now. But in a year or two, when people walk down the street, they're not going to look at his nose because it draws attention. It's just going to blend in like the rest of his face, whereas before it kind of stood out. And I think that's the main difference.
As a doctor, what is your favorite part about, you know, being able to transform, you know, someone's life through surgery?
I'm a board certified plastic surgeon. I love the fact that I can operate head to toe on people. And you'll see even within my specialty, certain plastic surgeons will only do certain things. I actually went into the field of plastic surgery because I love the fact that we have to have so much knowledge about everything. It's what makes it hard, but it's also what makes it fun and exciting. The thing I love about doing surgery is that patients basically, you go through a transformation, right? And people come to you whether it's because of confidence or maybe it's a functional issue. You know, if it's the nose, maybe they can't breathe, or maybe it's how it looks. If it's someone who's had cancer that I'm reconstructing, maybe it's the fact that I'm making them whole again. But whatever it is, it's something that's bothered them enough to the point where they're like, you know what, I'm gonna go from being well and I'm gonna put myself under and I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna come back out with an improvement. Being able to have that skill and ability and gift to be able to give that to someone and see those transformations, live it through them both physically and mentally, so rewarding, so gratifying. I mean, this morning, this has just been a great day because today in particular, we had a lot of follow-ups earlier today and people were just coming in and they're seeing their results, you know, 2 months, 3 months out and they're like, yay, yay, yay. So it's all just good feelings, you know, high fives and hugs all around. And, you know, it's just literally like, it feels great to be able to give something to someone that you can't go to a store and purchase. You know, it's not like something, it's not a commodity. It's their body, it's their well-being, it's their health, it's their mental well-being. And so being able to affect all those things really just kind of changes people's lives. And while it sounds cliche, it's really true.
What is an average healing time for a nose surgery? Danny, being 2 months out, will we see improvements as it goes? Or are these his final results? Give us a little rundown of how healing looks after nose surgery.
Healing time. So I think people often will mix healing time and recovery time because those are similar, but they're not exactly the same. So recovery is kind of like, how much time do I need to take off work? You know, do I take a week off? When will stitches come out? When will swelling go down? All that. Healing is an ongoing process. So even right now, Danny's nose looks really good. Everything's going through, but he's going to continue to heal. So recovery time is shorter. You know, we're talking like a week to a few weeks. Healing time is months to a year. And that's the time that the body's still repairing things, settling it down for the swelling to go down. So I would say recovery on average is about a week or two. And then healing is ongoing for months. And a lot of that recovery and healing on months is the swelling coming down, you know, the tip adjusting, all that kind of extra thickness in the skin and all that just kind of adjusting to its new home. There's no hump now. Everything's just kind of getting used to where it should be laying and sitting. And so on the scale of a few months, this is totally right. And for a primary rhinoplasty, meaning somebody who's never had nose surgery before, you know, the tip, for example, can stay swollen about a year, sometimes even a little longer. And so it's progressive. But recovery time, pretty short. That's the time being able to go back to work and do those things. It's a few weeks, a week or two. And then healing time is months to a year, depending on how you want to define it.
I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys all of doctor's information right here on the screen. You guys can go ahead and call to make your consultations and just come here with the doctor to talk about whatever you guys want to get done. Aquí les voy a dejar toda su información para que ustedes hagan con eso lo que ustedes tengan que hacer. But thank you so much, doctor, for taking this time to like kind of explain to us a little bit further. If you guys have any questions that maybe we didn't answer in this video, you guys, we are coming soon for like a follow-up, so maybe ask them in the comments, and when we come back we will have those questions answered for you guys by the doctor. Pero sí, we're gonna go ahead and take some before and after pictures, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, amigas, en cuanto apagué la cámara, no van a creer que el doctor y su hermano me vinieron con una pinche buena idea y quedé en picado. Ay no, esta idea, amigas, les va a gustar a ustedes. ¿Por qué? Porque les quiero anunciar que yo y el doctor nos estamos juntando and we are partnering up to give away BBL. Si escucharon bien, amigas, si tú, tu amiga, tu hermana, tu perro, lo que sea se quiere operar, hoy les estamos dando la oportunidad de que ustedes se operen con mi doctor. Ahorita les voy a decir todas las reglas, pero quiero que entre el doctor rápidamente para que hablemos de todo esto. Aquí tenemos al doctor que los va a venir operando. He's going to be doing your guys' surgery.
I'm so excited. It's going to be a huge transformation. Nice lipo 360 and BBL for one lucky winner out there. So make sure you follow all the rules that Alan's got down below.
Aquí se las vamos a poner, amigas. Las reglas son super simple. If you guys want to go ahead and enter, all you guys have to do is follow us on TikTok and Instagram, and then tag 3 friends. And then si ustedes quieren an extra entry, all you have to do is repost the video that you guys see on your Instagram and TikTok onto your stories. O sea, your IG stories or your TikTok stories.
So good luck with the giveaway, everyone. Get all your entries in. Make sure you get them in on time. And I will see you on the surgery day to get your waist snatched and get the booty nice and shaped. See you then.
I will be a part of your journey. O sea, cuando tú tengas tu consultation, yo voy a estar ahí contigo. Cuando tú te operes el día de la operación, yo también voy a estar ahí contigo. Y pues voy a estar ahí contigo. Obviamente nomás si quieres. Si tú no quieres que esté ahí contigo, amigas, pues no vengo, ¿verdad? Me quedo en mi pinche casita. Pero sí les quería dejar saber que pues yo también voy a estar en this journey with you guys. Si obviamente quieren. Pero sí, amigas, váyanse ahorita a mi Instagram and to my TikTok. So you guys can go ahead and enter and follow all the rules. El lugar que estamos aquí ahorita dentro de you guys se llama Añejo Cantina and Grill, aquí como en la ciudad de Van Nuys. O sepa la verga dónde chingados estamos, but we're so excited. Se mira bien bonito el lugar, you guys, para decirles que I actually gotta give myself a little props because usually I suck, bitch. Valgo verga when it comes to like finding a restaurant to eat at. Danny's really good at that. Like he's really good with like Yelping restaurants. And esta vez me tocó a mí buscar un lugar porque pues Danny estaba manejando and I found this one y se mira bonito. What do you think, Ashley?
It's super cute. I think they have live music.
Yeah, it's big,
it's
huh?
big over there.
Yeah, I think they even rent it out for like parties.
Probably, yeah.
'Cause it's
I
huge.
think it's really nice. Where'd you find it, on Yelp?
No, on Google.
Oh.
This is literally why I fucking hate LA traffic. Miren este pendejo acá tratando de metérsenos y luego este pinche carro que apenas acaba de ir, amigas, estaba aquí como por 5 minutos. Just look at the traffic, bitch. Ay, no, ay, cuidado.
Bitch, relax. You act like I was so close to hit you.
Pero por eso a mí me da mucha pinche hueva, you guys, venir a Los Angeles. Like, honestly, that's one of the major reasons why you guys never see me come to LA. Yo sé que muchos de ustedes les gusta pensar que no me invitan, pero no, mi amor. Me invitan y demasiado, nomás que pues yo decido no venir. Because the way I think about it, right? Like, I guess I am missing out on it because it's like events are like good for networking y todo eso. But the way I kind of see it, amigas, like, I have to get ready 2 hours in advance, right? Like, let's say LA is like an hour and a half away from me. So, si el evento es a las 2, yo tengo que empezar a arreglarme como de eso de las 11 para estar listo para eso de las 1 y luego para irme de la casa como a la 1:15 para llegar a tiempo, para nomás estar ahí por 2 putas horas o a veces nomás 1 because events don't last long. Y luego después de eso tener que manejar en un pinche trafical, you guys, por otras 2 horas. Nomás to network. Ay, no, mi amor. Para eso existen emails y por eso existe Instagram, TikTok. No, pero en verdad, I should be going to more events, you guys, because my manager sí me llama la atención mucho. Because I'll say I'll go and then I just don't show up. And I guess that even looks even worse. Pero, like, a veces sí. Like, a veces it's just an inconvenience when I'm just like, fuck, I have a lot of work back home that I literally can be doing in all that time that I'm going to waste to go to this little event. You know what I mean? We're on the way back home, you guys. Ya bien cansaditos.
The end.